Before I start this video, I just want to say if you enjoy the video, there's more of these how good is so-and-so on the channel. So if you want to see more, please do subscribe. This is a channel that's meant to spark a conversation, so feel free to like and comment. It really helps out in getting this video to other people and bringing more people into the conversation. With that being said, make sure to like and comment, and I hope you guys enjoy this video. Eric Paschall has been an interesting acquisition by the Warriors in the 2019 NBA draft. He was selected in the second round with the 41st pick. Eric is a guy who played in college all 4 years, first playing for the Ford M Rams, then transferring to Villanova. With him playing 4 years in college, this makes him around 23 years of age, older than most rookies in the league. With his years with Villanova, he knew nothing more than how to win basketball games, winning the NCAA championship in 2018. He is a guy that fits into that winning culture that was built in Golden State. Obviously, the Warriors fell off this season, but that is in large part due to the injuries that were sustained to their players. And because of those injuries, Eric was given a lot of time to shine in his rookie year. He's a 6'6" power forward. Yes, I know he's completely undersized for the power forward position, but my lord is he a big body at 255 pounds of physical strength and high motor. Two very good traits to have for a young player. He started in 26 games. He played most of the season coming off the bench. In 27 minutes of play, he averaged 14 points, 2.1 assists, and 4.6 rebounds on 49% from the field and 28% from three. The guy is a straight up bully. I said that in my Golden State Warriors video, and I will continue to preach it. Majority of his shots come from the inside. He is able at times to take his defenders off the dribble and score. He's good in working in the post to score, so basically anywhere that is close to the basket, he's a major threat. He lets his shots come to him. He doesn't really look to force too much or has too much bad decision making. He works well cutting to the basket. That's where he can be a very valuable piece at, being an active cutter to the rim. He also works well off of pick and roll feeds. Working in the post can be a valuable skill in his game. He can also take full advantage of smaller players in the post, and if a lot of attention is drawn on him there, he is a willing passer. He isn't an amazing playmaker, but he makes the simple plays, simple reads, and simple passes. He's a simple guy when it comes to passing and playmaking. He has a handle on the ball that allows him to drive and get by his opponents. Very explosive, and once he gets that step on you, it is hard to contain him. He is able to take the ball up the court and make plays. His ball handling is pretty decent. I really like his motor, active on the court, cut into the basket, looking for putback opportunities, and overall just finding a way to be open. He is very athletic and aggressive. He has work to do on his shooting. He doesn't seem all too confident shooting from three, as he is shooting it at 28%. He attempted 129 threes on the season and only made 37 of them. He doesn't take too many of them, very low volume as a three-point shooter at around 2 a game. He struggles in catch and shoot situations at 30%. This is an area where he can be valuable. He could be a good 3-and-D guy at his full potential, but he needs to work as being a better shooter and shooting it confidently from three. This is something he has to improve on, especially as a modern day stretch forward in the league, or realistically any position he plays. He is not that bad as a free throw shooter at 77%, and he gets to the line a fair amount of times just being in his rookie season. His jump shot is a work in progress. It isn't effortless or smooth, more of a two-motion shot. He does have a decent foundation of his shot. It isn't slow, and he is turned in a line to the hoop. He seems to be a way better mid-range shooter though, more comfortable around there, so this is an area that can be his go-to for easy shots. It's best to stick with what he knows right now and take those mid-range shots and still continue to grow as a three-point shooter. He needs to build as a consistent shooter in the league, and this is something that's going to be questioned about him. Can he consistently shoot the ball and be that threat on the court? If it's just he can only play in the paint, he's going to be limited in what he can do on the court. On the other end of the floor, there's a lot of concern from him on the defensive end. He had the worst defensive rating on the team and had one of the worst defensive win shares on the team. He really isn't a rim protector or polished as a defensive player. There's a lot of work he needs to put in on that end. Eric at times is erratic on that end, really isn't all too quick to keep up with the offensive players. He also gives up a lot of points on that side. This is mainly due to his height. He commits a lot of fouls. Now this really hurts him at his position, and it basically makes his position a question mark. You can't run him small ball and play him at center because he doesn't seem like a guy who can protect the rim, and he's questionable as a power forward because he can't really shoot the ball consistently. So those are some areas that will need to be figured out. Best bet would be run him as a small forward in the future. Now he does play behind Draymond Green, who is one of the best defensive players on the team, so he is a good guy to learn and build with. With his athleticism and constantly being active, I really don't see why he won't improve on that end. He has a near 7-foot wingspan, so that should help him a lot in growing defensively. Overall, Eric seems like he will be a good piece for the Warriors long term. High energy guy, constantly moving, a bucket near the paint, but he has to continue to grow in his weaknesses on the court. I don't see him realistically as a starter right now, but as spark plug off the bench, he could be a really good sixth man there. Eric Paschall was definitely the brightest piece in this down season with the Warriors. He has a lot of potential to be a very good player in the league, so his development as a player will be one of the more interesting ones to see for the future.